Whenever I do talks on happiness, people are always fascinated by this next idea for increasing your happiness, which is to do a friends audit. There's something cold and heartless sounding about auditing your friends, but the objective is to spend more time with the really good friends who make us happy, and less time with friends who don't make us as happy, or perhaps who don't make us happy at all. You might actually have some friends who make you unhappy. Maybe they've changed over the years, maybe you've grown apart. Maybe one of your friends has married somebody who you don't like at all. So as a couple, they're not happiness positive anymore. So I really like this idea of just thinking about your friends in a kind of detached way and assessing them. I first started thinking about this when I had a little app on my phone, which was to remind me to do repeating tasks. And I had a friend of mine called Pete who lives in Weston-super-Mare, and it's a bit of a distance for me to go, and I don't see him very often, but I would like to see him more often, because whenever I see him, I really enjoy it. So I was thinking I'd quite like to see Pete every couple of months. And then I thought, what if I put all my friends as repeating items in my diary so that I would make sure that I see all my friends as often as I want to? So I started putting them all into this app. And what happened was that very quickly I realized I don't have enough time to see all of my friends as often as I'd like to. So I started to have to be a bit ruthless and to put some of them onto only every 6 months or even once a year. And I started to have to face the fact that to see the ones who I really like more often, I've got to see some of the others less often. So I think it would be really interesting to make a list of all of your friends and then to put against each one how often you'd like to see them. And then just think about, is there enough time to do that? Now, obviously, you could see several at once, so that's very time efficient if you all meet up and have a curry together or something like that. But you still want to have some one-to-one time or go and visit them for the weekend. And the question is, are there enough weekends to be able to do that? So a job for you to do then is to make a list of all of your friends, think about how often you'd like to see them, and then maybe put them into categories. Maybe the ones you'd like to see more often than you do at the moment, the ones that are about right, the ones that you're going to see less often, and then maybe put how often you are going to see them. Are you going to put them down to just say once a year? And maybe some of them could even be called Christmas card only, where you just keep in touch with them, but you hardly see them ever. Or perhaps even some you're going to totally ditch. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's the reality of spending enough time with the friends who really matter to you.